So say that again. You are,
I'm a retired choir director. This is my second year in retirement. And I retired from being a choir director to a choir member. And I'm enjoying not having the responsibility of everything, especially at Christmas, because it just is it's so much, you
there's a
know.
lot going on at Christmas,
Yeah,
especially in the choir. It's so
yeah.
great. Well, I'm so glad that you're enjoying Christmas time, this season right now, and that it is in much better form for you. So that's
Yes.
beautiful. Thank you for repeating that. I had a lot of things going on and I wanted to make sure that I heard what you said.
Thank you.
I see Melissa is on the call. Melissa, hi. Would you like to say what you're grateful for?
Hang on. There, yes, good morning, guys. Hi. I'm grateful for, I'm going to say all the help I've had from my neighbors. I recently moved and I've been blessed to have so much help from so many people around me. And it's been so nice because it's almost in the back of my head. It's something I was almost looking for in my life, and it's appearing all around me now. So it's like, this has been so nice.
So good. So
Yeah.
good. Oh, I love it when I have a very helpful neighbor too, and I love it. She's always checking in on me, and it's wonderful. It makes you feel so good. So I'm glad that
It
you're getting
does.
that help from your neighbors. Wow, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, good.
Thank you.
How about you, Esther Francis? What are you grateful for this morning?
You psychic Jane, I was typing away. I'm I am so grateful for life. I'm so grateful for love, for friends, for Mother Earth, for just the basics of home and breath and goodness and beauty and flowers, and that I live in a place that our foliage here still hasn't dropped, and people think we don't have fall in California. Oh my God, it's magnificent. It just lasts a long time instead of a big burst. So thank
Wow.
you. Thank you for all of us on this call and the intention, the golden angels this morning having the beautiful silence and intention for forgiveness and peace and love for everybody, everywhere, everything. So beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience with me while I got all of that going. And I think I got what Cornelia needed me to do. So hopefully everything will go well.
Would it be okay if I express some
Yeah,
gratitude?
sure. Yes, Shipra.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm grateful for this community, and I'm grateful for Diana, who's done some healing work with me. And I'm grateful for Dr. Clint. I'm grateful for Jana. I'm grateful for Nehemiah. I'm grateful for so many different people, Susie Bright and Casey, and I don't know if I'm remembering everybody's names, but there's been a lot of people here. Joan, I'm grateful for so many people here.
Well,
Okay.
wonderful. I'm so glad. Shipra, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I'm very grateful for Robin. I'm grateful for Teresa. They've been helping me and supporting me while Cornelia has been gone. And of course, Carol, she's always there to support. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for the Golden Angels that have been supporting in the Sunday calls as well. It's wonderful when we hear from them. And Bridget, Bridget is so great. She's always there to put in the chat. I sent her a message the other day. I think it was Nehemiah was sharing with us the
More
gate,
my
certain gates, and I couldn't remember what he had said. And I look in the chat, and Bridget had written it out, and I was like, "Oh, thank you! I'm so grateful for that." So it's wonderful. I so appreciate her and all of that. Robin, let's go ahead and go to drop from our head to our heart. Let's go ahead and drop from our head to our heart. So let's just put our feet on the floor, breath in. Think about all the things that you're grateful for. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. I think that was great. I am so excited for this call, and I know that many of us we've already explored and expressed what do we want in many, many times. So we're going to go ahead and go over chapter 14, and I'm going to ask Robin to play Miriam's video again on chapter 14. And so many of us on this call we know what it's all about, but I want you to be able to listen to it with different ears. I want you to hear it as if you've heard it for the very first time. So I want to officially, because I was kind of running around a little bit this morning, I want to officially welcome you to the call. And if you are new, I want you to put in the chat that you are new. And we would love to welcome you to the Sunday call. What we do every Sunday is we join together to be able to discuss the principles and the teachings of this book by Dr. Clint G. Rogers, Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, a Western Skeptic, an Eastern Master, and Life's Greatest Secrets. And there are definitely a lot of life secrets in this book, and it's wonderful. Love the teachings of Dr. Naram, and I'm so grateful for the lineage that we have here. So Robin, if you'll go ahead and start the video, that would be great.
Namaskar, friends and families joining from all around the world. The divinity, that spark of light in me, loves and bows down to that beautiful, beautiful light within you. So let's explore chapter 14 of the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. This chapter is about purpose, your life's purpose and dreams. Pablo Picasso said, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose in life is to give it away. So as we explore this chapter together, I invite you to reflect on this powerful question, this incredible, powerful question that Dr. Naram and his lineage ask, which is, what do you want? Here are some of the highlights of chapter 14. Baba Ramdas helps Dr. Naram discover what he wants and how to achieve what he wants. We learn the Mama Shakti, or subtle energy points, for discovering what you want and how to achieve it. We are given a reminder of 3 greatest achievements in life according to the Siddha Veda lineage. So this chapter takes place in Duomo, a Gothic cathedral in Milan, Italy. This chapter tells us the secrets for discovering your life's purpose. So Dr. Clint shares, as Simone, Dr. Naram's country coordinator, drove us through the crowded streets toward Duomo, I thought about how much and how rapidly my perspective of the world and of myself was changing. There was a struggle inside me, and I couldn't work out why I felt such a lack of peace and direction. Dr. Naram asks, do you remember the 3 greatest achievements in life according to my lineage? And Dr. Clint tries his best to recall them. Let's see. Number 1, to know what you want. Number 2, to achieve what you want. And number 3, to enjoy what you have achieved. Correct, says Dr. Naram. Siddhaveda is a school of thought that helps with these on a physical, mental, and emotional levels. Dr. Naram says, can I share with you a priceless secret my master shared with me? This one is about discovering and achieving what you want in life. So Dr. Naram shares a story. He says, one day, my master asked me, what do you want? Says Baba Ramdas. And Dr. Naram says, how do I know? Then he gave me a great gift by showing me a secret mama. This is the mama point I pressed on my mother to discover what she wanted. So if you want to see more about these mamas, mama points in detail, please go to page 212 of the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. Dr. Naram's master told him to close his eyes, press the mama point on the tip of his right index finger 6 times, then be silent. After some time, he gave Dr. Naram a series of questions to consider, shares Dr. Clint. And these are the questions that Baba Ramdas asks. If you only had 6 months to live, what would you most want to do or be? So I encourage you to reflect on these questions. If you knew you could not fail, what would you most want to do or be? And if you had $10 million in the bank, and never needed to work again, what would you most want to do or be? So Dr. Clint shares, I wrote down the questions feeling a familiar discomfort. Even if I allowed myself to ask them, would I have the answers? Most days I had no idea what I wanted to do or be in my life. So Dr. Naram continued, my answer to my master's questions was, I would like to be a great healer. He told Dr. Clint, the clearer the goals, the more certain are the chances. He pressed, so Baba Ramdas shares with Dr. Naram, the clearer the goals, the more certain are the chances. And Baba Ramdas presses different mama points on Dr. Naram's finger and asks him additional questions. My apologies, bear with me today. So Baba Ramdas says, what do you mean by great healer? And Dr. Naram says, I want to be the best healer on this planet, a master of these ancient healing secrets. Very good, Pankaj. Write it down. My master didn't challenge or discourage me from dreaming. On the contrary, he encouraged it, shares Dr. Naram. He then asked me another difficult question. How will you know you're the best? How will you know you're the best pulse healer? Says Baba Ramdas. Dr. Naram says, I'm not sharing this with you, Dr. Clint, because of my ego. So please try to understand. It is not about me right now or impressing you, but about inspiring you to consider what is possible. So this is what Baba Ramdas says. How will you know you're the best pulse healer? And Baba Ramdas says, when I have seen 100,000 people, I will know. And Baba Ramdas says, what else? And Dr. Naram says, I will know when people come from 6 countries to see me. Fantastic. Now write it down. What else? Says Baba Ramdas. I will be the best when Mother Teresa comes to me and says, Dr. Naram, you are doing the greatest work on this planet. Very good. What else? Says Baba Ramdas. I will also know when His Holiness the Dalai Lama comes and asks me to read his pulse. Says Dr. Naram. All of these desires came into my heart before I had a single patient. I only had a dream. With the encouragement of my master, I began the process of becoming a healer. Now people from more than 100 countries have come. His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, came to show me his pulse many times. Mother Teresa also came to my clinic and hugged me. Dr. Naram says, when someone has a dream, support them. And Baba Ramdas shares, don't ever chase money. I want you to chase ideas, great ideas. And I want you to chase and achieve great dreams. Do not chase success. Instead, chase and achieve excellence. Dr. Naram says, only when you do this will people truly hear you when you speak. They will notice you and you will have great impact. Believe it or not, every day, everyone is influencing other people in a positive or negative way. When you discover what you want, achieve what you want, and are enjoying what you've achieved, you become a nucleus with a ripple effect. You start influencing the world in positive ways. So I bring you back to that first powerful question, what do you want? And I bring you to those questions that Baba Ramdas asks to help you to know what you want. So if you only had 6 months to live, what would you most want to do or be? If you knew you could not fail, what would you most want to do or be? And if you had $10 million in the bank and never needed to work again, what would you most want to do or be? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to share the highlights of chapter 14 of the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. I thank my family. I thank this incredible community. I thank the Siddhaveda lineage. I love you. I love, love, love you. And I'm with you. Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar.
Miriam does such a beautiful job. And again, let's rub our hands together and send her a blast of love. We're so grateful for her creative abilities, and her incredible soul. She's an amazing lady. Thank you, Miriam, for doing these recordings. We are so grateful. Did anybody hear this for the first time in a different way? Is there anybody that has something on their heart that they would like to share? And if so, just put your hand up. And I cannot see the gallery view, so you'll have to put your either or let me know or just come on mute, off mute or something. But I love this time of year. I've had this time of year, we get to be at the winter solstice, on the 21st. And it's the darkest time of the year. And is the perfect time to be able to explore what it is that we want for the coming year. And it's a beautiful time to be able to go into the depths, to be able to see what is it that I want to be able to bring forth to the world. So I want you to be thinking about that. Stephanie, I would like you to share, or Stefan, is it Stefan? Stefano?
Yeah, Stefano, thank you.
Hello. What came to your mind? Would love to hear from you.
Well, I read the email this morning, and I've been part of this community for a long time, but I never participate so much. But I like received another call today, I guess. And I was very moved by the 3 questions that really shocked me. They're simple questions, and I heard them many times, but never so much like today. I felt disturbed, in a way, and so I went to look for the book. I found it, which I never read completely. My wife did, and here I am. I'm trying to make these questions go inside and destroy all the limits, because I feel there are many, many limits for that. Yeah, I feel scared very much, and I'm so grateful for this call. Really.
I am so grateful that you are scared. And I really hope that you can embrace that, because I believe that you're on the brink of some big change that will be really powerful and affect you in a very incredible way. Would you mind sharing? I know that this might be personal, but would you mind sharing what you might be fearful about?
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm not scared of that. It's like I've been working as an English teacher for a long time, and I've got this project which I've been following for a long time and trying to achieve, so trying to follow this technique, the other technique, marketing and stuff, and then something inside wants something more. And I've always known that. I always try to come to an agreement. It's like, okay, I do this while I do that. Maybe one day when I achieve this, I will do that. And now, for some circumstances like lack of money and big life decisions, I feel like it's time to do it. And when I read the question, if you have 6 months to live, it was like a call. It's like, oh my God, I can't wait. I just can't wait. So it's like the healer in me wants to come out, not just the teacher.
How many of you can feel that? That I've got goosebumps. Just beautiful. Let's go ahead and rub our hands together and give Stefano a very big blast of love. And with the hopes that all of that he desires in his heart will come to fruition. That the things that are meant for him to have will be. So grateful that you're on this call.
Thank you.
Please keep us informed about what is happening and what's transpiring. And thank you for joining, even though you've been a part of the community for a long time. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it. Many of you have heard my simple story about, when I came into the community, I was doing some data entry for Dr. Clint, and I didn't know anything about the What Do You Want Marma. I didn't know anything about Dr. Naram. And I was on the very first Sunday call, and Krishna was showing us the What Do You Want Marma. So it was a couple of days later, I was working on the data entry for the launching of the book. And I had a team of like 18 to 25 people. It varied from time to time, but and I needed them to bring back the things that I had assigned to them. And they were all in different time zones. They were all over the world. I'd never met them before. And I didn't know how to do this. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to see if this works. And I did the What Do You Want Marma? And I thought, I want people to respond to what they're doing, and I want it to come back to me. And within 30 minutes, I started to get little emails back with the assigned work. And I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff really works. And it does. You know, I use this marma all the time, especially if I'm at work and things are not going very well. I'll take a little break and I'll go and say, what do I want? And I get centered and I focus, and it happens. But I also do the focus marma, and I also do this marma for calm. So we can do those marmas later, but I'd really love to hear from Anne Renee.
Well, I think I started on my spiritual journey like when I was 15 or 16, and I kept asking, who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing here? Even like, where did I come from? And you know, throughout the years, it's really come again and again and again. Who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing here? And I just really find myself at that place again where I'm going, okay, who am I? Where am I going? What am I doing here? You know, I think that myself and so many of us are feeling like we're at a place of rebirth, really, and starting something new. And I don't know, it's been foggy here in where I am in Italy today, and it's sort of like that. It's like this fog is here so intensely in front of me that like, I don't even know. I don't even get it, you know, and just listening to those questions, and I'm going, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I just have to do this marma like 100 times a day to get it to come down, because, you know, truly the things that I've been doing and putting myself out and supporting myself with financially, they're not working anymore. So you know, I know this from so many other healers and people who are just saying, you know, it's just a different timeline, and we got to do it in a different way. So I've just been contemplating that, you know, what the most important thing I have to do right now before the end of the year is just to go inside and increase the amount of light that I carry. And maybe that's all I have to do. I don't know. But I'm so grateful for all of you. And yeah, I just say every day we're in life's mystery school. Everybody on the planet is enrolled in the great mystery school of life. And here we are, and we're doing it together. So I hope that the fog clears a little bit and I get a more direct connection with truly what this next step is about. And I wish that for everybody on the call. Yay. You're muted, Jana.
Let's give her a big blast of love. Anne Renee, we hope that you find what you were looking for, and possibly revisit chapter 14 of the book and read through the process of the What Do You Want Marma?
Thank you. I receive it.
Oh, you're a beautiful soul. You're so gifted. Which brings me, we're going to talk to Eli and Lacey next. But when I was listening to Miriam give this, the thing that really stood out for me is when Dr. Naram said, find your gift and give it away. And Anne Renee, I know your gift, and you give it away beautifully. And Stefano, I felt the healing power in you. I know you are a healer. And when I posted in the chat, in our little Sunday call chat, what I wanted to talk about today, Dr. Clint said, here's a phone number of somebody I want you to call. I think this might give you a different insight on the what do you want. And so I called, I left a message, and last night I was able to have a great conversation with Eli and Lacey. And I'm so excited for you guys to hear them tell their story, because I think they have found their gift and they're in the process of giving it away. So Eli and Lacey, welcome to the call for the first time. So excited that you're here. And if you'll unmute and we can hear your story.
Well, hello. Thank you. We're excited to be here today. Can everyone hear us okay?
Can you bring the microphone a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's gonna be a terrible sound.
And speak a little, it must be a little cold there.
Yeah,
It's a little
cold.
chilly this
The
morning.
breeze picked up. Yeah, well, I guess where do we start?
If you can speak just a little bit louder.
Okay.
Well, so I'm Eli. I'm from, is that loud enough?
Issues earlier.
Yeah, we can hear you, but the wind is making its presence known as well.
We'll run inside real quick.
Trying to set it up.
Wonderful. Okay, well, while you guys are going inside, let's go ahead and have Shifra. Shifra, I would love to hear from you.
Thank you. I mean, I was hoping that we could have a little more time. That was a beautiful meditation, and I just was hoping we'd have a little more time to do it together, but maybe it's something but what came to me, wow, it was like scary having 6 months to live. I found that frightening, but I would say I would like to go to Israel, Palestine, and like pray for peace. And I read poetry there with other people. And I wanted to also be with friends, read poems, be surrounded by people, have lots of hugging, play music, feel loved, forgive everyone, be with lots of like children and animals, in addition to everybody else. And if I couldn't fail, I would like to travel the world for peace and show love to everyone with poems and music and art, and play the clarinet and harmonica. And I would love to, have my poetry like touch like everyone in the world, and would go all over the world and would wake people up to who we really are, so that the isms to help the isms to go and bring people together, and so we can like end the violence and the hate that's happening, and and just be like really singing, dancing all the time. And I would like to heal from there's like a sabotage anger or something that I have that I would really like to be able to heal. And if I had, I don't know, if I had $10 million, I don't know about that. That's a really good one. Wait, if I couldn't fail. Yeah, and if I couldn't fail, yeah, I would, go around the world and be with a troop of people that were doing service, like everywhere, and starting with locally, and just like connecting with all kinds of people that were doing the kind of work I was talking about. And I don't know, if I had $10 million, probably I don't know, combination of having a lot of musical instruments, spreading that part around the world, and like doing something about
Wow.
ending homelessness, and I'm not sure, but some type of project or center to
Yeah.
create peace and help people heal from anger, and just like really bring people together.
Thank you,
And
Shifra.
thank you. That's kind of
So
a lot.
you do have a lot, and there is a lot that goes on in your mind and in your life every day. And I see that you are seeking for peace on the outside and on the inside. And I also see that, you are living parts of what you want, which is
Right.
beautiful. You're on the path, and that's where it starts. So
Okay.
thank you. Thank you. Eli and Lacey, let's go ahead and hear, because I think the shifter will be able to relate to what you guys have been doing. So
Hearing you
A lot of
talk, I
those
knew what
goals.
song, what song I was gonna sing.
Those goals
Um,
are touche. Me too.
Yeah, those are great goals.
Yeah,
Um,
and great wants.
yeah.
I do that all the time.
So 6 months ago, I guess we'll just start here. It's a long story. 6 months ago, we we decided to move out of our house in Little Rock, Arkansas. Before that, I had been in the Air Force for 7 years, and I was medically retired from the military, and I was supposed to go to law school. And much to the chagrin of my in-laws, I did not go to law school. And we decided to take this opportunity that we had in our lives and try to find our life purpose and try to do it, because we don't even, the question is great, but we don't even, you don't even know if you have 6 months.
Yeah.
Right, you only have one moment. You have right now, right this very second. That's the only thing you can count on, seriously. You can't wait. We've been on the road for 6 months, and we're still trying every day to do what we need to do. And I'm a musician. I've been writing songs as long as I can remember. And after I was done with the military, I was like, yay, I can finally be creative. Woohoo. And do my life purpose. And that's to share my message with the world and to teach love and to bring love and light and joy and honesty to the world. And especially now in a time where it is scary and we should be scared, but not in a bad way. We should let that motivate us to continue to make the world a better place and to make an impact.
We were meant to do.
Yeah. And my wife, Lacey, she's an artist and was
Yeah, I was living in
I
Arkansas.
was crazy enough to move into an RV and travel across the national parks with me, but
yeah, and I feel like we started this journey and we knew that it was a calling to move forward. We had all the opportunities right there in front of us to live in a home and, like start a family and everything, and go to school for longer even, but we chose to get out in the world and learn from the people around us and not from a school again. And we really learned a whole bunch of lessons every single step of the way. We found lots of light. We became light. We understood. And for me, I started doing art a really long time ago. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. It was just kind of something there. And on this journey, I've learned that I think I want to make art for visually impaired people, which is nothing I would have thought of before. And I want to make colors more vibrant for people who can't see colors, and shades to be seen again. And I've met so many amazing artists on the way too that paint these things that show you what's happening inside, like ethereally. I don't even know if there's a word for it, but she has like these light beams coming from people, and I've just learned how to produce my gift more. And And this journey has been really, really enlightening, and it's been really cool. And we do fight for a lot, and we work for it every day, and we'll keep working for it every day.
I think it's so great. You guys,
It's not
you're,
easy.
you have found your gift, and now you're giving it away. But when we were on the call last night, you gave me your purpose. You told me what your purpose was. Tell me what your purpose is.
To wake people up.
To wake up.
To kind of grab people and shake them a little bit and
Maybe
say,
disturb
hey,
'em a
wake
little
up.
bit.
You can also experience heaven on earth. It's okay. We'll be fine. It takes us all. It really does take us all. And the helping people see that the divine is within everything and everyone around us. It's in you, and it's in me, and it's in my dogs, and it's in the sunset and the sunrise. It's in everything around us, and we just have to be awake enough to see it and slow down enough to experience it. And as long as I can do use my skills that I have to share that message in some way, shape, or form, then I can go to bed at night feeling like I did a good thing that day.
So amazing. You guys are living the principles of the book. Now, these two beautiful people met Dr. Clint in October, and they just were drawn to him. I guess they had a great conversation. I believe you guys have a copy of the book, right?
No, actually.
No,
We need to change that. But I just,
should say that.
But that's okay. You're letting love guide you, and you guys are living the principles of this book. Now, so I'll just kind of share with you a little bit. Dr. Naram gives the I guess in India there's a saying called Aditi Diva Bhava, and what that means is whenever an unexpected guest comes into your life, it shows up at your door, or shows up in a circumstance, or shows up in any way, that you embrace it as if it is the divine. And you guys are doing that every day and you're finding the miracles in everyday living. And it's beautiful what you guys are doing. And you're letting your heart just lead the way and allow the experiences to unfold. It's like it's so beautiful what you guys are doing. I want to spotlight you guys.
Thank you.
Robin, can you spotlight both of us? That'd be so great. I was still trying to figure out how to do it all at the same time. But share with us kind of what you have in mind. I know right now you guys are visiting all of nature and the national parks. So tell us a little bit about your vision that way.
Well, so that's
in the making.
So when we moved, we ended up finding a person to move into our home, and they ended up never paying us. So you can all, and living in our house, but you can live from your heart and be good, and things will happen to you.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of be willing to take that in stride. So that's kind of where we're on our path through this, and in trying to protect ourselves in going forward, and doing that so we can have a solid foundation to where we can really share our gifts. I want to go on tour and share my songs. I have an album that's being put together, and we want to travel as much as we can and share our stories, and do so in a way that allows us to keep doing it. And yeah, doing it in nature. Okay, so it's a long story. There's this new technology in music recording. It's called Atmos technology, and it harnesses the advanced uses of AI and of sound recording, and it can translate sound in a way that we have never really experienced it before. and it can give your song, your message in a way to someone where they can feel like they are there, like you're singing directly to them. And so that is long term my goal as far as recording. But yeah.
And to do so in parks as well. We've seen so many parks, beautiful places, and they've taught us so much. Each one has so much history behind it, and we would love to make that like an outdoor centerpiece. Like his voice is louder outside. That's why we were outside to start. He's not in a box anymore, so it's like we're able to, he just expands. And so it would be really cool to have that technology mixed with nature, both in one, and make it an experience as well. I know art plays into the outside and the concerts, everything's so perfect there, but yeah, that's what
That's so great.
We have a lot of goals. I mean, we have our whole lives ahead of us, and really, as long as we can both share the message and share love, then it's good. If it's through music, then cool. If it's through a book, then great. If it's through
even
a
just talking to
podcast,
someone
then
on the
great.
side of the road.
Doesn't really matter, as long, like, I write down in my journal, and I wrote down my chief aim in life. My chief aim in life is to share the message in ways, let me say it, sorry, I speak too fast. I want to share the message in ways that everyone comprehends. And there's a million different ways that someone's going to learn something. And so, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so perfect what you're saying. I mean, you know, in the video that Miriam shared in this book, it talked about when you have your goal and you know what you want, you write it down. And that's what you're saying, you know.
Detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you write it down, the stronger the chances that it will come about. So yes, amazing.
That's even
Well,
who I love. I didn't even know.
She proposed to me, get that.
I did.
Yeah. We've been married for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Forever.
awesome. That's awesome. Well, Eli, I want to be able to hear your music, and I want to be able to see Lacey's art. I would like to speak to the community. I want, while you guys are listening to them, I want to know what is coming into your heart. I want to be able to hear from you and what's going on in your mind. I mean, they are living their what do they want every day. They don't have to wait for the $10,000, $10 million to come into their bank account. They don't have to wait for that last day on earth. They're doing it now. And that's what they said is that in the present moment, they're doing it where they are, how they're doing it, the way that they can, you know, what is it? You got to know what you want, achieve what you want, and enjoy what you have achieved. So it's awesome. I want to be able to hear from you. Lacey, can we see some of your artwork?
I don't have much of them on. I normally do them on like recycled cardboard and stuff, but it's been kind of hard to have that in the RV. They get a little beat up. They have a lot of texture to them too. This one's incomplete, but it's been, most of them in the RV are incomplete. I've been on the road.
So fun. Oh, I love it. It's so colorful.
This one's kind of crazy.
This one's in progress.
This is going to be Eli's album cover.
Oh, neat.
It'll have hearts on the wings and yeah.
Thanks.
It'll be all sorts of cool.
Cool. You want to show this strawberry?
Yeah, sure.
I like this one. This one's one of my favorites.
This one's I'm changing my art style, I've realized on the road, but this is my old art style. Funky and colorful and bright. I've leaned a little bit more into nature now, but
I love this.
That's beautiful.
Blueberry farm back here.
Mm-hmm. We have a tight space.
Really tight space.
Oh, beautiful. So beautiful. Well, there are many artists on this phone call. We have the Ingmans, both Joseph and Susan are artists, and we have Esther Francis as an artist. There are so many artists on this call. They can, so I'm sure, you know, Sarah Jeet, I don't think Sarah Jeet's on the call, I don't know, but they can all relate to the beauty. You know, I do a little bit of art myself. So it's so great to see your artwork. So wonderful. So let's see if we can hear your music, Eli.
I think I figured it out.
Yeah, let me move so you can sit here. Actually,
Yeah.
Georgine, move. Come on, come on, girl.
Didi Divo Bawa.
Okay.
A little bit. We can hear it. We're still having trouble. Let's go ahead and see if you can sing just a little bit to us and see how that's working.
It was 11:30 when I asked heaven, oh, what's it gonna be? Sins of my father or my father's father's father, or am I just gonna be free? Late at night before I wake, my mother said to me, sing your songs like waves in the water, new songs what the world needs, new songs what the world needs. This is our dream, we're in a dreamland. Alone we're not enough. This is our home, now spread some love. We're in a dreamland, we're in a dream. Alone we're not enough. Together we rise in love. Mm-hmm.
I haven't finished that one yet, but that's a sound check, I guess.
Oh, that is perfect. It is so perfect. I love it. Oh, thank you so much for gracing us with that. Your voice is incredible. I see that music deal coming on. Just so everybody knows, before when we were in the sound check, we could not get the guitar to even come through. And I did the What Do You Want, Marma? And I saw them doing it too. I want to be able to hear Eli's music and his beautiful voice, and we just experienced it. You know, What Do You Want really works. So
If I can, I want to share another one.
yes.
This one I wrote in Venice. We were in a parking lot with a bunch of other RVers, and I was just, you know what, I'm gonna write a song. And when they come, you have to just sit down and write it. The timing's irrelevant. But it's called Let Peace Reign, and it speaks to how scary the world is and what our collective prayer, in my humble opinion, should be. It's also about breaking generational trauma and moving forward into your life purpose without the fear of doing something unknown that maybe you in your past lives or your past generations haven't done before, or have been wanting you to do this whole time, probably.
We fought in this war so many times before. We've seen death. I've tuned my guitar to the sounds of the mess. I've seen stress. Bullets fly overhead. Oh my God, it's a mess. I've known this pain before. Sun goes down, it's all red. Oh my God, stay in bed. I've seen this all before. Now I pray for a day when my brothers and sisters can see me in the mirror. Now I pray. Now pray. In the name of peace on earth, let peace reign. Let peace reign. Let peace reign. Let peace reign. I've gone back for my brothers. I've seen it in each other. I've known my share of trouble. Now they think I'm seeing double. I've shown up for my mission. Now I send you this transmission. Loud, please really listen. Now, please really listen. The thoughts aren't yours all of the time. There's a reason and a rhyme. The battlefield is in your mind. All you have to do is lead your time. Now I pray for a day when my brothers and sisters can see me in the mirror. Now I pray. Now I pray in the name of peace on earth. Let peace reign.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Yes, Susan and Joseph.
I would love to share with you that you give me hope. And what's coming through me right now as an elder to you, and there are so many elders that are on this call, I want to just say through the elders, we give you a blessing. We give you an incredible blessing that you continue, and that great abundance, which you already have, but that it supports you in every way you need. And know that the ancestors and the elders have your back and are your ground and come from above, that you are blessed and supported in every way you can't even imagine. And so from all the elders on this call, I'm sure everybody would be right there with me. Let's rub our hands together for both of you, and just so many blessings that you know who you really are, and that every eye and every heart open to what you have to convey. Thank you for the hope. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Tatiana, so good to see you on the call. Would you like to say something? Tatiana.
It's for me. Yes, I would like to say I'm very grateful that you showed today up on this call, and kind of I don't want to repeat already what was said, and because this is a big hope for us, and it's very a lot. My son is on his wake, and he feels very alone because the people around him are not. And I put a question if it's possible he to connect with you because he is really struggling that he cannot talk this deep talks around him, around people. And maybe he's a pilot and he cannot talk even around with his coworkers. And he said they only go and drink and he doesn't has a common with them and he feels totally outside. And thank you that you exist, this kind of people. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We'd love to reach you.
That's beautiful. Well, we can see, simply see if that will happen. So Tatiana, thank you. It was so great to see you on the call today. I was so happy to see you. Anybody else would like to say anything? Yes, Gary, so good to see you too. Hello. Are you unmuted? There you go.
Hello. I just wanted to share something. I haven't been on this call for quite a while, but a few months back, Dr. Steve Wechsler, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an introduction to Landmark Forum. I've gone through 4 of their courses since then, since April. And they are some of the most transformational things you can do in a short period of time. So I didn't know what I was getting into. In fact, the last one, I kept telling myself, why did I sign up? Why did I sign up? Why did I sign up? But it keeps changing things. And it's just amazing. And it's all because I was in this community that I learned about that. So I'm really thankful for that.
Gary, so grateful for you. Probably the photograph that's behind Gary is one of his. Is that right, Gary?
Yes.
Gary has a beautiful array of photography, nature, there's pictures of birds and wildlife that you would never expect to be able to see, and he is able to capture them. He's a beautiful soul. I was able to meet him in person in Atlanta at one of the Pulse clinics. So it's so good to see you, Gary. I'm so grateful that you have been able to do the Landmark Forum. It is very transformative. Those types of programs are amazing.
Thank you.
Esther Francis. I am so inspired by you two. Oh my God. You know, I live in Santa Cruz. We have extraordinary music here, great music. And you are, I can't see your faces here. I guess I'm going to go on, I'm on the wrong view here. I want to see your faces while I'm talking to you. But there you are. Your combination and first of all, the love and radiance, the presence that you inhabit, that alone is a catalyst for what you're talking about. Then the beauty of the voice, the visual art, the lyrics, the intention, you are so needed. I really feel deeply you are part of what I call the new earth, that, you know, as the old is crumbling, the new is being born simultaneously, and that you are carrying that vibration. And just want to bless, as Susan said, you're supported and needed, and just bringing greater and greater love, like sparks creating wherever you go, greater love, fire of love.
Thank you so
So I'd love to stay in touch with you. I hope you can post ways we can follow you online and see where the heck you are and what's available for us to tune into you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That'd be wonderful.
That in the chat.
Yeah.
During it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Wonderful.
to that point, if I can, there's
Yes.
It's true. And there's so many people that are scared right now, and including me. I mean, we've talked about it today. But I mean, for us, I want a family one day. I want to do the things that, you know, that is set out in a human life. You know, we're here to experience life, and if everyone gives up, then it's not good for us, and it's not. And who's gonna help the younger ones, even people younger than us, to navigate this new world, and we need to get our act together.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So
You know, I cannot remember a time where fear did not exist.
yeah,
You know, when you look back, you know, I was raised in the 60s and the 70s. And when I look at that time, you know, I wondered when I was in high school, how do I want to even bring children into the world? You know, and I think that fear exists. It's a vibration. It's going to exist all the time. And if we tune into that, then we will have that. Wherever our focus goes, whatever we focus on, it will grow. Whatever we focus on, we will be drawn to that. And so that's one of the reasons why I really love your message of hope and you guys looking to nature to give you the inspiration, the groundedness, and to be able to look at the miracles that exist every single day, even in the sunrise and in the layers of the mountains and in nature. It's so powerful what you're doing, because when you focus on that and you're connected to the moment, there is no fear. So there's, you know, in the book, we talk about the things that we need to overcome are fear and ego. And when we overcome those two things, you know, life is really, it's a game. We can dance with it and really enjoy and being in the present moment is the biggest key. So it's awesome. Robin, would you like to say something?
Yeah, so I was kind of remembering when Schiffer was talking about the importance of, you know, Dr. Naram telling his mom when his mom says, I don't want to be in pain. And he's like, no, when you do this, Marma, it's not what you don't want, it's what you do want. So she says, I want to walk. And he says, where do you want to walk? And she said, in the Himalayas. And it took about 20 years, I believe, but she got to hike in the Himalayas. And so as I was listening to Shipra talk, then I was like, so what if you say, what do I want? I get to experience world peace. Like I get to experience, and as I was just thinking in the upgrade from as I was listening to Eli, is like, so what if I were to say, I get to experience that because the world is at peace, they can't put violence on TV because there's no violence to show, because we only have peace. People are at peace. People have learned to clear the generational trauma. So it's all gone, and people are peace with each other, you know, regardless of who they meet. And so then I was just thinking, and what if we had 100 people in the Ancient Secrets doing the what do you want for that we actually experience world peace? And then on my when I do the what is my priority in the middle, which is a version that we learned in September, then that's like, well, what is mine to do to add to how we are having this kind of peace? And so I just want to put that out, because we can dream a big enough dream of like what's on the other side of what we're struggling through right now, to be able to really make that peace happen on a grand scale.
So true. I love that.
I like that. Yeah, I'm downloading that for
Yeah.
sure.
It's beautiful. Later on in the call, we'll have Luke share with us the what do you want, Marma, and take us through it. And so we can do that, Robin, even on this call right now. We can all envision peace while we're on this call right now. Great. We have, is it Cecilia? Yes, Cecilia, would you unmute?
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, guys. I want to say so many things. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to share. I'm just so touched by everyone. It's just, I mean, I'm going to cry right now. It's just amazing, the love, the energy, the peace, the light that every one of you just bring. And I want to start from being thankful. I mean, from being so grateful for having you. And so my story goes, I joined you maybe last June when I met my beautiful angel, Dr. Clint, in Sedona. And so I was diagnosed with an autoimmune system condition called scleroderma, like 13 years ago. And oh my gosh, I can't even start telling you how much my life changed since then. And right now I feel like so emotional because this is the first time that I feel myself again. Like the reason I haven't been like, joining every Sunday is because part of the illness is just to just feel like you're having COVID all the time. I mean, all the time, just so tired, like not being able to do anything. And my life, it's so hard because my life, I was just so active and productive, and I'm always serving, and I want to do so many things for peace, for love, for people. But sometimes just my own body fails on me, and it's very sad. But I'm a very faithful person, and today I just feel like God is listening to me, like today I felt, honestly, for me to be awake, not in pajamas right now on a Sunday, I just felt the call to join the call, I woke up around 6:30 full of energy. And I go like, the first thing I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna join the call because I am awake and I'm feeling healthy enough and with the energy to even be present. I love connecting with people. And literally, I remember I was on the call before and I couldn't even be present, because of when you feel sick. So right now I'm just coming out from COVID that became bronchitis. And I'm now dealing with a sinus infection, which is much better than everything that I've been feeling for the last 3 weeks. But, my biggest prayer is like, God, just, bring my health back. Because, I always knew since I was a kid, I have a big mission like we all do. But not everybody listens to that call, So my whole heart is like, I just want to give whatever. I'm here for you. You made me. So you created me for something. Help me to get there. Just give me the understanding of what is my main call, because there are so many things that we can do, but every one of us has a very different talent and gift from our creator, that finding that and, focusing your life towards that is my main goal. But I've been just like unable to do, even to live, So I don't think it's a coincidence, the beautiful chapter that we're working on today, because that's the first thing I want to do. I mean, I go like, I just want to be healthy to fulfill my purpose in life. And it's not just being famous or whatever superficial thing. It's like really helping and serving and loving. And, I agree, like it's so much to do. There's so much to do, guys, that, oh my gosh, just finding people like you is feeling home. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate that you guys take this time. I just feel so much love for you, for all of you. And by the way, you guys are beautiful songs and beautiful art, Lacey and Ellie. I'm so happy to hear you, because one of my concerns is, how about the new generations, like very different, like not so spiritual, not so into God and the good. I'm not, this is general speaking, there's, always good people and bad people, and not would say good or bad, but meaning like seeing and feeling, how to bring peace to the world. And it's just so beautiful what you're doing, because you're going to attract so many young people. That's what we need. And just wanted to share that, guys, today I woke up. I understand now how sometimes, you just wake up and you got to go. For me, it's like, that's a superhero doing that, because it's been like 13 years since I don't feel like that. And I was that, like, oh, how did I do it? How did I do it? Like, to leave the bed and start a day without having pain or feeling weak or feeling dizzy or feeling, like sick. And today I just feel like, oh, the bed was so uncomfortable. Like, I gotta go. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I hope it is my first day of my new life, and God is opening the sky for me and the heaven and giving me all these blessings. And I don't know what to do, but I want to stay like this. Today is my day, and I appreciate being with you and celebrating with you. Thank you for your love, everybody.
Ah, ah, ah. When I saw the pictures of Sedona, I kept saying, who is this beautiful lady that I see pictures with Dr. Giovanni and Dr. Clint? Who is this beautiful lady? I want to know her. I want to connect with her. Cecilia, you are a beautiful bright light. Whether you are not well or not, your whole essence just radiates. I so appreciate you speaking on the call today. So appreciate it. I want us all to rub our hands together and send her a big blast of love, that all of the things that she desires in her heart and in her soul will come about. Thank you for being such a bright light and a beautiful speaker. You have beautiful words. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless everybody.
Before I go to Susan and Joseph, I want to remind everybody, and maybe we can do this on the call today, right now. On page 293, we have the immunity marma. The marmas are always with us. We always have our hands. And if we just push on the top of our middle finger 6 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all throughout the day, that really helps stimulate our immune system. And, it may take a while for us to feel the immunity support, but just know that deep inside, the subconscious is really supporting you to be able to build your immune system. So just we've always got that right here with us. So, Susan and Joseph.
Thank you. Because first, just want to honor everyone and the heart and soul that has been present today in this amazing. So I wanted to, I guess, share a little bit of what happened in my heart through this call. I think one of my guiding principles of life is to leave this place better than I found it. And I'm aware that there most likely always has been and always will be what everybody has their own view and perspective of what is good or bad or good and evil, or, that balance is always present in this world of duality. And so how do you make it better? Well, in simple math, you can add to the good side, or you can subtract from the lower side. And when we were listening to the 3 big questions of, what if I had 6 months to live, what would I do? If I could not fail, what could I do? And honestly, I'm thinking, well, I could remove some of what I think is hurting the world. I could remove some of the violence makers. And okay, would that make it better? Well, there I am down at that level, down in the lower vibrations of thinking that I can make it better by taking away something that I think is harmful and hurting. And that was disturbing for me. It's still disturbing. And, nobody's innocent here. So when you sang, your music, your words, the energy, the vibration, shifted me back to I want to add to the good side and let the other side take care of itself. And so I just want to thank you for that. And as everybody is, encourage you to, that woke me up. All right. That's your mission, to wake us up. And you do it, and you can do it. And it's an amazing gift and talent. And I totally bless you on your journey for that, and in gratitude. So thank you.
Thank you so much. If I can, I would like to play another for the group, just because someone said Sedona. It just boom got me.
I would love to hear another one.
When I heard it, I sang this one to you last night, so you've heard this one. But I wrote this in Sedona, Arizona. We had just gotten there, and something was on my chest, and I needed to get it off. And this is how I do it. And so I was just playing Amazing Grace, and I guess it's a Sunday morning here in Joshua Tree, so it's appropriate. It's to the tune of Amazing Grace, but I changed some words. I think you'll all understand them.
It's okay, don't be afraid. The world's a safe place. If you like war in 100-degree water off the Florida Keys, taken by the 9 to 5, stolen time. It's all a lie, oh, can't you see you're a piece of the big machine? Something's wrong, something's wrong. The planet is crying and we're not all trying, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Our children are dying and war's not worth fighting, something's wrong. Rich men buy planes to fly, they'll pass you by. So who's gonna stand up and get strong? Who's going to say something's wrong? Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Booked on their bills, but we can't pay the bill. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. The planet is crying and we're not all trying, something's wrong. When we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Oh, so beautiful. I love your heart and your vulnerability. And it has sparked heart and vulnerability with so many people on this call. You guys are change makers. So thank you. Thank you. We are really getting close. Actually, we are over time. And we can do the and we can do the breakout rooms, but I do see Dr. Clint on the call. I don't know if he wants to share. Would love to hear from you, Dr. Clint, if you are available, or it could be somebody who we're in Dr. Clint's account all the time, so it shows up as Dr. Clint. I don't know if he's here. Okay, well, we'll just prepare the breakout rooms. Robin, do you want to do the breakout rooms? She may not be able to do it, so I
No,
can.
my
Yeah,
Zoom
oh
is not
wow, I'm
acting
here, I'm
normal,
here.
so I think you should do it.
Okay, perfect. Clint's here, yay!
Yeah, I just was listening on Facebook Live to the whole session, and my heart just so big, open wide, as I'm sitting in the garden and just feeling with gratitude. Yeah, there's so many things that I could say in this moment, but just the most concise and seems to encompass it all is that I love you and I'm with you. It just seems like coming back to that over and over again, it's just so accurate of as the world is changing so fast. And as I believe the world will change more in the next 4 years than the last 4 years, we're not going to recognize so many things. And so the world needs more than ever for us to ask the question, what do you want? Instead of letting us be guided by what we don't want, by fear or by ego. What if love guides us? And having all the people who spoke today and shared their vision, shared their passion, and also reflected love and encouragement. I can't think of a more beautiful way to have spent this beautiful Sunday morning than this. And so thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. It's so great that you're here. Thank you for always listening in. Before we go into the breakout rooms, Luke, would you please just guide us through the what do you want?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
So like Jana, I practice Marma Shakti quite a bit every day. And before I go to bed, I do a whole series of Marmas and I end with the What Do I Want Marma. And I learned how to do it very effectively from watching Dr. Naram's video on What Do I Want. And Dr. Naram says the more you envision what you want, not only in the future, but in the present tense, as if it's already happened, the faster you will manifest what you want. So I've implemented that into the What Do I Want Marma. So you take your pointer finger on your right hand, but first you see a white frame around your right eye. See a white frame around your right eye. And you put in there the question, what do I want? And you press the very top of your finger 6 times. So see it, what do I want in the white frame, and press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See clearly. Now, put in there the first thing that you want, but don't see it as something that you want. See it as if it's already happened. You can do it with words, you could do it with images. See it as if it's already here. You could say like, I am so-and-so, I have so-and-so. Whatever it is, see it as if it's already manifested and put it into that white frame and press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's already there. It's already manifested. Now put one more thing into that white frame that you want to manifest, but see it as if it's already here. We'll press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the next step, we're moving to the middle part, which is right here, the middle part of the finger above the second knuckle. And as Dr. Clint has explained to us recently, what you want to put there is the highest priority of what you want, whatever that is. So continue to see it in the white frame. Your highest priority of what you want as if it's already manifested. put it into the white frame, see it with words, with images, however it works for you, and press 6 times in that spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last part is move down to the bottom part of the finger, right here, between the second knuckle and the bottom of your finger, right here. And here is where you're going to put, when you have what you want, not if, but when you have what you want, how will you feel? Now, for me, my image, this is what I do. I see myself like jumping for joy in that white frame, just so happy because I've manifested what I want. So when you have what you want, how will it make you feel? Put it into that white frame and press the lower part of the finger 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one more. See it in there. You've manifested what you want. How is it making you feel now? See it and press 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we'll all tap over here. Very good. Above our hearts. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. Thank you so much.
Oh, Luke, you do a stellar job. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got the breakout rooms ready. And Shifra, if you can speak really quickly so we can move forward.
Okay. I would just say, it sounds like a weird thing, but I have been very constipated and I really want to be able to let go of that. And I want to, I don't know, just be able, I have people coming and I want to be able to be there for them and without so much fear. And I want whatever I'm holding on to go so that I can be the love that I can have gratitude and be the love that I am.
Beautiful.
And I'm asking people if people can hold that, because it is scary. It is scary because of some of the health conditions I've had, there are things I could do to make that happen, but it might get in the way of me being able to go out with people. And that's what I want to be able to do. So I'm willing for this to happen, like on this call. Not to be graphic, but a letting go so I can just be, a more loving.
Great. Thank you, Shifra. Thank you so much. All right, well, let's go ahead and unmute and do our normal I love you and I'm
with you.
I love you.
I love you and I'm with you.
I love you. I'm with you.
And I'm with you.
I love you.
I love you and I'm with
Love you and I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you,
I
Jana.
love you and I'm with
Thank you,
you.
Jana, so much.
I love you
Thank you, and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you.
I love you and I'm with you.